Hey guys, hope you're all well. This is Andy here from iTechie TV, and today I'm going to be giving you a guide on how to put an SSD in your Mac or MacBook Pro, not the MacBook Airs or the Retina MacBook Pros because they are all soldered to the motherboard. So first, what you want to do is you want to copy all your whole contents of your hard drive already in there to your SSD. Now if you plug your SSD into a hard drive dock or via USB, some SSDs do actually come with a connector. You can use an application called SuperDuper, if you can see it on the screen here, and you set the drive that you want to copy from and select the SSD, and it will copy everything over. You do not need to do anything else. It will set your boot options, so as soon as you put your new SSD in, it will start up and be exactly how it was before, but obviously a lot quicker because you've got the SSD. So now let's jump into how you actually install the SSD into your machine. Right guys, now we actually want to do the upgrade. And I recommend you get yourself a good set of tools. So this is just one that I got from Maplin, and it contains just about all the screw bits that I need, because you will be needing Torx screws, and I can't remember what these ones are called, but they're not, they may be Phillips, I'm not sure, but once you have removed all the screws, also on the MacBook Pros, not this one, you need to remember where each screw goes because some are different lengths, but on this one they're all the same, so I'll just put them together. And I've already taken them out for camera's sake, so if you just take the back off your machine, put it to one side. Also, I completely and definitely recommend you back up all your data before you do this, before copying to your SSD on a external hard drive. Now here is your conventional hard drive that you need to remove, and the way that you do this is you need the correct screw bit, because you do not want to ruin the screws, whatever. So here, I don't know if you can quite see, there is a retaining bar on the hard drive that you need to take 2 screws out. Be very careful with these screws because you do not want to shred them. That was the word I was looking for. So if you remove the screws, they do retain in the bar, so there's no worry of them falling out. So you can remove this, take this out, like that. And now you can lift your drive out with this tab. And do not forget to disconnect the ribbon cable, which is here. Disconnect that. And on the drive you do have four mounting screws that you need to remove, and these are Torx screws. So you do need to change your Torx bit. So just remove these, each one of these. I can do this off camera, and then you get your SSD. So this is, I've got a Samsung 830 series 128GB SSD, and you will remount the screws back in here. So once you have put the mounting screws into the SSD, as you can see here, we can now put it in the machine. So you want to reconnect the ribbon cable and drop it in. Now you want to get your retaining bar, and you need your non-Torx, I think this is Phillips, and screw back in there retaining bar. Now, this upgrade doesn't take a lot of skill at all. It's very easy to do. I would say anyone could do it, just with the right screwdrivers so you don't shred the screws. Anyone can do this. It's fiddly sometimes with these very small screws, but as you can see, it's in. So what you want to do now is just put back your cover and screw all your screws back in. So we will come back and look at some speed tests after this. So now that you have the SSD installed and you have booted up your machine for the first time with the new drive, I am going to show you some speed tests. Now you can do this yourself. My machine is on SATA 2 because it's a 2007 just white MacBook, so it's only at 3 gigabits per second. But I will show you some speeds. Now I've obviously done this before, and it's quite impressive, the speed. Now make sure you select your target drive, which is obviously your SSD, and you can select. I'm going to select 5 gig stress. Let's start the speeds. Straight up, it goes to around 200 megabits per second, and hasn't gone to 200, but the read 250, write round about 200 again, just under, and the reads 250. These are really good speeds for 3 gigabits. SATA 2, so I'm pretty impressed with those speeds, and it has speeded up my machine quite a bit. I wouldn't say significantly, but it definitely has made a big difference. So that was my video on how to upgrade your MacBook Pro to an SSD. So thanks for watching, and I hope you found this video useful. Cheers.